Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, aka the Pandy Pods,
AKA two nice guys, a whole lot of why.
aka two great flannels, one Jay and Rannell.
I love it.
Here we go. Guys, we're getting way out ahead of these just because we're in the midst of writing our show for Amazon, our animated show. Hopefully that thing goes. We're in the probably about a 4-month period, writing period, just letting you know we're seeing if we can even do this, if it's possible for us to be able to continue giving you guys this show.
We're trying.
So apologies first that it's not topical in terms of happening almost every day or close to what is happening, and our society may be over when this actually.
For all we know, we're recording this before the inauguration.
So
we don't know.
We don't know what happened. If that is the case, we apologize. But we're saying right now, if that is the case, we predicted it.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
We called it.
We have stories. Want to go through them. I have one story. Want to go through it with you, and hopefully we can make it funny and give you a second just to breathe. I'm sure you're dealing with a ton of crazy news stuff. Let us give you that second to breathe and laugh. Let's get into the story right here.
Okay. Now, we've covered stories throughout this pandemic of people deciding not to wear masks when they go into businesses.
They're awful. They're awful people pulling out the card saying, I'm going to sue you for $70,000.
Karens calling cops on businesses that require them to wear a mask, even when they provide a mask for them.
Yeah. Even though it's a business, they can refuse you entry because there are rules.
And it's still crazy to me to think that for 5 minutes you can't put something on your face and you still get to go in and do all the things you need to do. If what you need to do is shop, the fact that you can't put a little piece of thing covering over your face for 5 seconds, for 2 minutes.
By the way, it shows such a level of selfishness.
To claim that that's an infringement on your liberties is such bullshit, and you know it.
Like it would be...
These people are awful. They deserve to get COVID.
They would work so hard to avoid the greater good. Yes, you deserve COVID. If you feel this way, you deserve it.
No, but what if we were to tell you that there are worse people than that?
I wouldn't believe it, Jay.
Store owners that will kick people out of their store, get ready for it, for wearing a mask.
That is the next level awful.
Right? That's hideous.
Yep.
These people deserve to be injected with the virus. I'm not hoping you get it. I'm saying you should have it.
We're not talking airborne, just right into the veins.
Well, out of those deplorable dipshits, we may have found the worst one.
Shall we get into it?
I say we get into it.
Let's jump into it.
The owner of T-Slangers. What is T-Slangers? I guess it's a T-shirt store?
I don't know. I think it's when you put your balls in someone's nose. Isn't that T-slanging?
I think so. A gift shop in Cave Creek, Arizona, had pulled a gun on a customer after a verbal altercation turned physical regarding a no mask policy, according to a police report.
Well, that seems rational.
Having a no mask policy.
Yeah, that's the starting point for this guy's a nut job, and that's the starting point for he doesn't have a relationship with his ex-wife.
I can understand not having a mask policy. That's just irresponsible.
Yeah, just being like not even having you need to wear a mask if you come in here. That's just stupid.
But to say across the board that as a rule, you are not allowed to wear a mask in my store, that's just next level douchebaggery. That's out of control. That's off the charts.
Brainwashed idiocy.
It's hilarious, actually. It's so dumb, it's hilarious.
Someone that would go so far as to potentially hurt business to make a dumb point.
There's no way that he's going to let anyone try and keep
his customers safe.
Him and his customers safe.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Against his will, they're not going to let that happen.
That's right, man. Pack them in. Pack them in the store. You can all get sick.
The store owner, Scott Serkany, we haven't even brought this up, by the way. What do we call it? Pandy Island?
Yeah.
What do we call it? COVID Island?
Hotspot Island.
Hotspot Island. Let's bring it back. This guy belongs there. Let him do the gift shop. Scott Serkany contacted the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office.
I'm sure he was trying to reach Joe Arpaio because
he doesn't work there anymore.
Doesn't work there. Got voted out, dummy.
In November to report that a customer became physical.
Yeah, you know that how traditionally throughout this entire pandemic, the people who are the most physical
are the ones who wear the masks.
Yeah,
and
they're the people who
rules.
care the least about other people.
Sure. The guy who wants to wear a mask to protect himself and other people. Yeah, that guy roughed you up.
That's like saying you got beaten up at a vegan donut shop.
That's like saying you got your ass kicked at a Bell and Sebastian concert.
That's like saying you got curbed at a Wes Anderson screening.
Did you say Wes
I
Anderson?
say Wes.
That's like saying you went down to the Philharmonic Pops concert and, I don't know, someone kicked the shit out of you in the parking lot.
Yeah, okay. It's like saying, turn down this NPR. They're screaming too much. It doesn't make sense. You're wrong.
Too much anarchy. Too much anarchy on this American life right now.
I can't handle it.
According to the report, Serkany asked the customer to leave because he was wearing a mask. However, he refused. Mm-hmm. Yeah, call the cops on his ass for being responsible.
That's right. Go get him.
Go get this anarchist.
Why do you believe in cops at all?
Arrest him because he respects the virus too much.
Yep.
That's what you want to do. Quote, this gentleman that was wearing the mask basically was, this is a witness, was telling him he doesn't have to leave, and they went back and forth arguing for probably a good minute. Scott just continued to repeat himself, like, you need to leave my store right now. I do not allow people to wear masks. Yeah, I'm sure he said it like that.
Yeah.
Said one witness who doesn't want to be identified.
Because you always want to get shot by this dumbass.
Right. So in a sense, the witness is masking his identity, which I'm sure Scott won't like.
That's right.
And hold on a second. They argued for a good minute.
Oh, my God. This is a regular Donnybrook here.
Call the cops.
Yeah.
You got Antifa in your store. That's a full-blown protest.
That is.
One whole minute
of argument, and you already are whipping out the gun.
No, he's not giving his identity because he's probably friends with Scott.
That's right. And Scott's going to pull a gun on him.
And he doesn't want Scott to pull a gun on him. Thank you for ratting him out for pulling a gun on someone else.
This is the way with Scott.
Yeah.
You rat him out, you're gonna have a gun in your face. You're gonna be eating lead.
The witness was on his way to dinner when he heard the commotion coming from the back of the store. The witness was like, make sure you say I was on my way to dinner. Make sure you say that.
Where were you going? To dinner?
Everyone gets mad at me because I'm always late and I'm never on. Tell them I was on my way.
My wife was like, where are you? I'm like, I'm watching a Donnybrook happen, a 1 minute long Donnybrook.
Tell them I was on my way. Yeah, but you won't give out your identity. Tell them
I was on my way.
You tell them.
I want everyone to know where I was going.
But we don't want anyone to know who you are?
Nope. But I need everyone to know that I was on my way to dinner.
Quote from the witness. He shoved Scott really hard and Scott went flying back. Good details. What are you, a 15-year-old girl?
Yeah.
So Scott was totes flying backwards.
And then he seriously soared.
He was in the air.
He was flying.
It was crazy.
Scott flew.
The star witness continued. And that is when Scott pulled out his gun and simply said, get out of my store right now. So it was basically a self-defense move, said the witness.
I mean, how long did it take for you to come up with that story?
Yeah, he simply said it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wasn't threatening the masked bully at all.
Yeah, he simply said it. I mean, this guy is in the right. He pulled a gun on a guy in a mask.
When you simply say, as he said, get out of my store right now, and you're pointing a gun in someone's face.
It's totally self-defense.
There's no other way to see that but as self-defense.
By the way, you can't act like your buddy was calm and then claim that it was self-defense.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways. Regardless of this is what he said, regardless of anyone's opinion on the way Scott runs his store.
Translation, he runs his store like an asshole.
Or the kind of products he's selling in his store.
Translation, lots of weaponry.
Right, and provoking stuff. I think it is a completely separate issue, and he shouldn't be presented like an antagonizing, violent business owner because that's not what he was doing. No one said he was. Nobody said that. You're offering that up.
And I love that no one mentioned what stuff he sold in the store.
But as long as you're mentioning it, let's see what he sells.
Okay.
This is called trying to get out in front of something for your friend. That's all this is doing. No one mentioned that he was an antagonizing store owner. You're adding that into it. You're trying to get out in front of it.
That's like the police showing up at someone's house and the guy on the front lawn saying, I didn't hit her. And we're like, no one said you hit her. We just asked, how are you doing?
The customer who did not want to be identified told deputies, well, this guy, I understand why he doesn't want to be identified because he's going to get shot, that Serkany was getting in his face and chest bumping him, which is why he pushed him away. I'm inclined to believe this guy.
Yeah.
The guy who wore a mask to be safe and who then had a gun pulled on him. Mm-hmm. The witness, however, said he didn't see Serkany touch the customer. Oh, you missed that part?
I guess I was just going through all this guy's the Chinese stars and the anti-Semitic Camp Auschwitz sweatshirts and stuff like that he was selling at his store.
You only caught the part where the guy pushed Scott and he totally flew.
He totally flew. Should we take a break, Jay?
Let's take a break.
When we come back, we're going to hear more from this
crazy witness.
Star witness who, by the way, did we mention he was on his way to dinner?
Yeah, he wants everyone to know that he was on his way to dinner.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We got a few more weeks. This is Monday. We're into February.
We're into February, and at the end of this month on Saturday, February 27th, live Dumb People Town. It's so much fun at Nowhere Comedy Club. Go to eventbrite.com, get your tickets.
This might be our biggest one yet.
Here are the guests. Jack Black, he does not do podcasts, so it's going to be amazing. We went back and forth with him on a text chain recently. He was
so funny.
Killing
so good.
us. He's the best and a longtime friend. And then Open Mike Eagle. How great is Open Mike Eagle?
The best.
Did a great album last year. He's going to be amazing. So JB, Open Mike Eagle, eventbrite.com. Get those tickets. Hey, check out our YouTube page, Sklar Country. Follow us on Facebook. We're Sklar Brothers. Just like our page. We'd love to see that go up. And follow us on all other platforms, TikTok, Instagram. We do clips of this, which are really cool. And our company puts together great clips along with these. Yep. So check that out on Instagram, at Sklar Brothers, and Twitter. Love you. Let's jump into this. When we left,
so we have a witness who's claiming that a guy who he doesn't really have a sort of an inside track with, but very clearly is the friend of the owner of this of this tea slanging gift shop, who pulled a gun on a customer who was wearing a mask and refused to take off his mask inside the store, is now trying to make that guy who pulled the gun seem like the victim.
By the way, if you are wearing a mask in this guy's store and he starts giving you shit for wearing a mask, you don't need what he's selling. Let's just be honest about
Absolutely.
that.
I don't know why you're still being a patron.
You don't need to die on that hill, because you will literally die on that hill.
Yes. The masked person, by the way, is trying his hardest to avoid getting close to people. So I don't know if I'm buying he was getting aggressive with Scott, a guy who very clearly wasn't wearing a mask.
Especially people who are violently anti-mask. Yeah.
Do you think people with masks are going to get up in the face of someone who doesn't believe in masks and probably never, ever, ever wears a mask?
Why would a masked person get close in a physical confrontation? I mean, if
his mask could come down, he could get COVID.
If you've watched any of The Masked Singer, you would understand how ridiculous this is.
You keep your masks on until the end. And he's responsible enough and conscious enough and health conscious enough to wear a mask in public. Why would he start some hand-to-hand combat with some other guy?
Yeah.
Probably has the virus.
If you understand that you need to wear a mask, you understand that you need to stay 6 feet from people. So he didn't push him, and Scott didn't totally flew.
Your argument doesn't fly. He may have pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
He may have tried to avoid him.
Yeah.
According to the witness, Scott, didn't degrade him and simply kept repeating himself. No one said he degraded him.
Right.
You're not. Every single point that you as a witness are trying to cut out is you're telling us what happened.
Listen, I know Scott was selling swastika belt buckles.
Scott never called him a dirty Jew. We
But he
never said that. No one said that he did.
You're saying that, which is now making me believe that that's what he was saying.
He just kept repeating himself, "You're going to leave. We do not allow people to wear masks in our stores," said the witness.
That's stupid. The witness then turned and asked Scott, "Did I say it right? Is that what you want me to say? Did I say it right?" No, but I mean, we're just saying that.
According to the police report, the customer told deputies he was trying to leave, which I get now.
Sure.
When Serkany pulled out his gun, the customer told MCSO to look into Serkany's social media, where he is ranting about liberals. Go get him.
Get him.
Go get him, Ma.
Post it up.
Get him, Pa.
Post it up and then get got.
The customer told deputies that he would be willing to aid in prosecution if it was determined a crime was committed. He added, "It's not like he even knew he was protecting himself. He was not. He was straight up excited to pull his gun out of his waistband and antagonize me as I was trying to leave."
That sounds like the Scotty we know. And if you put the trial around dinner time, you won't even get his witness because he's on his way to dinner.
I'm on my way to dinner. Tell them I'm on my way to dinner.
He can't even make the trial because he's on his way to dinner.
When asked about the no mask policy, Serkany showed deputies a video on masks' effectiveness to explain why he has a no mask policy.
Oh, so you're an expert on masks.
You're an expert on mask efficacy. Is that who you are now? Not only do you sell funny T-shirts, but you also know that.
Not only do you sell shot glasses that say Jews will not replace us, but you're a
health guru. Okay,
good to know.
You know more than every single public health outlet in the world. You know more than that.
Yeah.
Please waste our time with your Facebook video, you dumb sheep. Mm-hmm. He also told the deputy that he has seen healthcare workers improperly wear masks. So that's a reason to automatically tell people do not wear masks. Just tell people how to properly wear it.
Are you talking about healthcare workers who wear a shield and then a mask over that? How are they doing that improperly again? Again, you're the expert.
And then he also added that he disagrees with Zooming kindergarten.
I mean,
what Well, then you should probably go to these schools and pull out your gun and out of self-defense and tell them that you don't want them to Zoom kindergarten
Come
anymore.
on. Bully these schools.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Tell them they shouldn't. Out of self-defense, pull your gun out of your waistband and tell them not to Zoom kindergarten.
Okay, let's hear what else he has.
According to the report, he stated that due to the looting and civil unrest, he wanted to protect his business, and he couldn't tell who was good and who was bad with a mask on.
Okay, that makes sense. So
there's been so much looting in the past
I
few
know,
days.
there's been so much looting.
And most of it has been done by people wearing, oh, no, it hasn't.
And most of it's been done in the Capitol by people like you.
Who don't wear masks at all. When dumb people lie, it's
the greatest thing. It's like a 4-year-old closing their eyes and standing exactly in front of you and to play hide and seek.
Yeah, they're like, I can't see you, so
we
you
can
can't
see everything you're doing.
We see you for who you are.
Exactly.
I also, to be honest with you, think it's a little extreme. I think Scott's a little extreme, said the witness, who, by the way, should be at dinner by now. Yeah. I don't know why he's still answering questions with the cop.
I mean, you saw a 1-minute fight. You should get to dinner on time.
He said he has no personal connection to either the customer or the store owner.
Okay,
but you're calling him by his first name, Scott. So you know that the guy who owns the gift shop's name is Scott? I don't know most of the people who own anywhere where I go, let alone a gift shop at a restaurant.
Nope.
You know his name's Scott, but you don't have any connection to him.
Stop talking and go get your dinner.
His approach to people that come in with masks on is pretty harsh, so it's probably a little provoking.
So you know him well enough to understand his approach to
Whose side are you on? You're now talking bad about Scott.
Yep.
Then he adds, but that's not to excuse the gentleman's behavior that shoved him, because that's instigating violence.
There he is.
Pulled it out of the end for your old boy Scott. There, right. You almost lost it there for a second.
That's right.
MSCO, these guys, alerted Maricopa County Public Health and Arizona Department of Health Services regarding T-Slinger's no mask policy.
I'm sure they'll be super supportive of it.
Absolutely. Cercany could not be reached for comment, but he did post something on his Facebook and Instagram page.
Thank God.
Telling people that they need to come down and protect his store against mask-wearing protesters, because he knew that when the story got out that there'd be a huge mask-wearing crew of people trying to wear masks in his store. And he said in his Facebook or whatever video, parlor video or whatever, it's the same thing at this point. He said, we need to overpower them. We need to out-alpha dog them.
Sure. Because people wearing masks are alpha dogs.
Right. And when you're an alpha dog, you're all about self-defense.
Yeah. Clearly, this guy deserves COVID. Can we inject it in him right now?
Yeah. And when he gets it, someone should be like, walk it off.
That's right. Incident still under investigation.
But according to the unnamed witness, who does not have an affiliation with Scott at all.
He does not know Scott. He only knows his tendencies. And he's late for dinner.
I don't know why you got to investigate at all. I told you Scott was calmly defending himself against the attack of a man who was trying to be safe during COVID.
There's nothing you need to investigate. Why is this investigation happening?
Including me being on my way to dinner. You cannot investigate that. And please tell him I'm on my way.
Oh, my God. That is a show. That is how we freaking do it. Idiots out there, we're coming for you. God damn it. Why do you have to be so stupid? As a business owner, shoot yourself in the foot. You deserve to lose this business. That's what I'm saying. All right, that's how we do it.
We wish you the worst.
Yep. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. This is not a hoax.
But we've got the jokes.
Wear a mask.
Do it.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.